You've seen us build these timber gates. Now look at them in the new home. Today I'm going to explain why Bespoke beats off-the-shelf products. So, welcome back to Preferred Joinery. Thanks for tuning back in again as always. And today's episode, them lovely timber gates that he's all commented and mentioned about, which we were proud of as well, have actually been fitted. And we've come out to site today to film and show you them what they're like. But in today's episode, loads going on inside the factory. The lads are hard at it, so it might be hard for me to get them on camera today. I'll see who we can speak to, but as I say, there's a couple of tight deadlines, so the lads are cracking on and smashing through the jobs because they need to get done and get them out the door. So it might be a bit hard to speak to a few people today, but today, as I say, we'll have a little chat with whoever we can, possibly Devo, speak about a couple of box windows that are going through, show you an update on them casement windows, couple of doors. Greg's fired through doing another set of doors, this time being a sliding French set, which is lovely by the way. And then the signs are fitted outside, so I'll show you them. Then hopefully we might see Dave on one of the jobs fitting a nice little small canopy, but then also I'm at the job which I'm standing at now where we've done the gate, so we'll show you them. So stay tuned, keep watching, and hopefully you'll like the episode.
You know when Craig comes in rough on a Monday, we have to fucking wheel him to the hospital. That's what it's for. Now the whole idea was, see, to finish flush with there, it's just a little bit short, but you know, if you're doing heavy timber,
okay, yeah,
and you can get just locks on the wheels as well on the casters, so takes the heat out of it just a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, this, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. We've been waiting for planning permission for 6 years now. It's finally come through. Like,
so we're still keeping that one then?
Well, we need both. I mean, every time I'm doing a load of sashes, if I've got to plane them down, just put them on there and just wheel them round instead of carrying them individually. I mean, this is a little bit heavy, more duty, this one, but it does come in handy for the timber, like.
He's looking at me. It's shaking his head. Great that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crack. I
would have thought we would have used hardwood for the legs in there.
No, we couldn't afford it, mate, you know. We checked the accounts and we can't. If we'd have used hardwood, we'd have went bust probably. Yeah. So we thought softwood's easier, like, you know.
So I've just been asking Devo then, because when I come in today, there's loads of boxes stacked up downstairs. So I was trying to get my head around what it is, so he's going to educate me now. So there's already a job done, isn't he, fully? Boxes and sashes down there.
Yeah,
all the X1s.
Yeah, the X1s, they're the 170 boxes. They're the 24mm unit ones, double glazed. And these ones, well, they're double glazed, but they're smaller units.
So you're on the next one now, aren't you?
Yeah, there's 4 boxes to do for the next job. And then obviously they're all taken care of, so there's loads of work down there to sort out.
So the same again then, cords and weights?
Cords and weights, yeah.
Everything. So you having to machine, or have we bought it in pre-machined, or are we machining everything on these ones?
We've machined, well,
I seen you doing it last week on the other ones, didn't you?
Yeah, we had to machine.
From scratch.
We had to machine them all. The thing is, when you get linings and you've got to order like 500 foot, so that's daft. So what the easiest things to do is to get like 4x2.5, rip it down the middle, plane it to size, and then just run it all through the machine. I mean, I did all the linings yesterday. It took me a few hours like to do. It took me about 3 or 4 hours. There's that many linings to do, but in the long run, it's a lot cheaper to do it that way, you know.
Yeah, than buying
you're not ordering 500 foot in, and while you're getting through it, it's starting to twist in the rack, you know, with the heat and everything. So
yeah, so 500 foot, how many windows would you get out of that?
If you were talking about pulley style, you get a shitload out, mate, you know. Yeah. Yeah, you'd probably get a few houses out of that, like a few. I'd have to get my calc worked out properly, like, but you know, it'd be a lot, like, you know, hang on, 25 this here, this. You get 17.5 houses out of it, mate.
Yeah. Do you have seen the signs outside?
I had a quick look, yeah. I seen them there last night. I was walking past and I saw, cracking, they look really good, don't they? They've done a really good job, haven't they, the lads?
Yeah, I just need to paint it outside now.
Are you going to paint the front of the place, are you?
Only halfway, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like he's done down the bottom, you know what I mean?
Yeah, tiles. What colour?
I don't know, yeah.
Marigold would be nice, wouldn't it, you know? It's up to you, like, you know what I mean? A couple of flowers on the wall, brighten the place up a bit, you know?
Don't know, mate.
It looks like a borstal from the outside as it is, doesn't it?
Might just go for like a brown, same as the brick, the way the brick was, maybe.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look too out of the ordinary. Wow.
Well, yeah, if you put a blank canvas on there, I can put some great stuff on there.
I might get them in, yeah.
Yeah.
Get someone in to spray it properly.
Big massive liver bird on the front just to start the ball rolling.
Do that on that side out there.
Yeah, that'd be great, that.
You'd love that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. No, I'm not taking my top off, mate. I told you, if you send enough money in, I'll do it. But, you know, so far I've had 17.5 pence and not going to be doing much with that, am I?
So where are you up to now on this one?
So basically I'm just there, well I've done one box, there's 4 of them, 2 are the same and 2 are the same. This is the next one, B2. I'm doing the slightly taller ones first, so
everything's all machine formed, isn't it?
Yeah, all the pulleys are done, everything's machined, everything's sanded. These are all the pulleys.
So you see when you've machined it and cut it down, do you then check before you put it together that it works, or do you just glue it up straight away?
Well, I can glue it up straight away. If I know the sizes, if I've got the sizes on my sheet, the sash run and what have you, you know, for example, once it's together, you'd have to make sure your sash run is exactly the same. So when the sashes are combined, they come to the same height. So for example, this one, B2, the sash run on this is 1707.
Oh yeah.
That's from that point there inside the sill, this point here, to the inside. So when the sashes, because when you put the sashes together, they should come to 1707. So when the box is together and you put it together and you put your tape in, it should come to the same 1707. So when the sashes sit in, you should sit in.
So which is your internal measurement, so it's to the deeper part of the sill?
Yeah, this part here, the lip.
Yeah, there,
that's where the sash will finish on there. So you have to start from that point there to the very top, like. This one goes over on this side. So this is basically a matter of just...
So you're always having to double check your measures, aren't you?
Always, yeah, you know, just to make sure they correspond with the sheet, like, you know. I mean, you can take your eye off the ball and just leave it, like, but that'll come back and haunt you usually.
Yeah.
So it's best to be thorough and just to make sure everything's okay.
How are you finding these new job sheets now?
I'm all right with them, mate, you know. I've sussed them out now, you know. I know exactly what to look for and where to look.
Checking them more accurate?
Well, they are. I mean, that one Greg's doing there,
yeah,
I followed that to the letter and every sash size came out perfect.
Yeah.
You know. So it did work, like, you know. So obviously, the problem being, like, you know, even though it saves time, you know, measuring for the glass, I think they're still double checking the glass sizes, you know. Yeah. But just to make sure, you know, I mean, all my sizes worked out spot on, but, you know, it doesn't hurt just to grab a tape and just go, right, okay, yeah, that's fine, yeah. Otherwise you can just go, no, we trust the computer, and sometimes we go, well, and next thing you've got glass that's the wrong size, and, you know, and then you start revolution, then, you know.
Yeah, there's a couple of mil here a day, there's a big difference in it.
Pardon?
A couple of mil here a day is a big difference.
Well, that's it, yeah. It could make all the difference in the world. I mean, obviously, you want a little bit of play. When you put the glass in the rebate, you want to, obviously, you've got to have a gap all the way around. If you get the wrong glass unit size, it's just going to be tight, or it's going to be too small, one way or the other. It's not going to work. So, yeah, it's worth just double checking just to make sure it comes out spot on.
Yeah. So your process now, then again, just glue up in it.
Just glue it all up. Glue the frame together, the sill, the stiles and the head. Once that's together, then it's a matter of like putting all the bits on, then the inside linings, obviously inside being the inside of the house. These are the pockets, which means they can be taken out. If the weights ever start playing up or you need to adjust the weights,
take them off.
These can come out dry, yeah. Just take them out and then put them back in. With a good finish, like, you know. Yeah,
so then once you've machined your linings there, then that comes afterwards then, doesn't it? The piece where you cut out with the weights.
Which part?
So see this part here then now?
Yeah.
When you come to do this bit, you'll machine all that first, then take that out afterwards?
No, you never take that out again.
No?
No, that stays now. I mean, the only time that'll come out again is if they go on site and they have a problem with the weights. But when we fit them in the shop, they all stay in. So obviously all the cords will go through there, the weights will be down this side to slide up and down. They never need to be taken off. Everything can be done, you know, from this position.
So we see the glue there, then using the D4 and you don't use Cascamite on them there?
No,
No,
Casky is a bit messy and it's easier with the bottle. You know, you're running it right down here. And there's no need for Casky anyway, that stuff's good enough.
Is it, yeah?
Casky's alright for like...
On this?
Yeah. For white glue's perfect for something like this.
But if you're putting the sashes together?
Sashes, Cascamite, definitely, yeah. Or foam glue, last resort foam glue, but yeah, it's much easier. And obviously, like I say, you know, you're putting glue around the line, and so it's just a matter of, like, you know, I'll give it a quick example.
Yeah, so your application's easier, isn't it?
Yeah, just put a little bit on there. Obviously not on the pocket, because that can't be glued. Don't put any glue on that, you just screw it up. And that's basically it really. Put that on there. Obviously I can't put the line on yet, I haven't screwed it together, but gives you an idea of what we're up to. 4-inch screw through there, 4 through there. That'll just make it solid then.
Yeah, so you've already piloted all of them, haven't you?
It's much easier to do it before and get the sills pre-drill them, and then obviously it's a lot easier just to put them together then. You start, you know, if you're trying to, because you want to keep this flush, you see, because there's an inside line I'm going to sit on there. I'll give you a quick example. There's an offcut here. See, that's the inside line, and so basically that's going to sit on there like so, which will sit nice and flush.
Okay, yeah.
See, but obviously I can't attach that yet until I've screwed that into there, but that's basically the principle of it. Nice and flush all the way around.
Yeah, so you machined all the linings and everything?
Did everything by hand, yesterday, So to rip it down, then that's an original piece, you see, so I just worked to that, so I know, for example, that's 77 mil, which it is, and the outside line is 94 mil, but they're all the same thickness, 18, 19 mil, so they finish. So once that's notched out, they'll finish perfectly flush.
Do you reckon it's much time extra then by having to machine all the bits where we buy it in sometimes on a big load? Yeah,
it's obviously a lot quicker when it comes in pre-machined, like, but I can obviously see Mick's point getting it in like so, you know, like the way it would do, because like I say, you do have to order a few 100 foot. Yeah, to make and it's not always necessary, you know what I mean? Like I said, there's 4 boxes. There might be more boxes coming through, but there's no point in ordering a few 100 foot. It's just going to sit in the rack and slowly start to twist. You know, with the heat. What happens, and it's going to start getting hotter, like, you know, we're getting a heat wave next week. Yeah. So I'm off to Landudno for the weekend.
I know you are.
Yeah, baby.
Being told.
Oh, I love Landudno, you know, it's great. Little tip
for you. Great this weekend,
you know, if you go out for a drink in Landudno, before you go out, write Ludo on a piece of paper, and when you come back, it should say Landudno. That's when you know you've had a good night. It's true. I've tried it, mate. You know, where's that Ludo thing? It says Landudno now. That's when you know you've had a really good night.
The weather's great the weekend. So if anyone's watching at home, it's not what date it this weekend. It's going to be the 9th, is it? 10th.
The night at the 10th. Well, I go on the Friday and come back on the Sunday.
Oh yeah, so the 11th. Yeah, the 11th.
So how's the weather looking for the weekend?
Oh, it's great, mate. I'm not seeing nothing there. The same 30s.
Yeah, baby. Oh, I might be able to get rid of my white bits now, you know.
Yeah, so obviously you're like 2 weeks behind watching this, so the weather's good. It'll be pissing down by the time this is aired, like, you know, it'll be back to the rain again, like, you know. Yeah, it will be. Because this is going to be in effect our summer, isn't it? When it starts today, and I think it'll finish probably Monday or Tuesday, and then that's the summer over. At least it's the weekend anyway. Well, yeah, it's the weekend, so I don't mind that so much. Well, yeah, it's a good time to go away, mate. It is, yeah. I mean, we've rented an apartment. It's not like you know the way you just get a hotel room. This is better. 180 quid. Fucking massive apartment, big telly on the wall, so my fire stick's going with me, my fryer's going with me, you know, I don't leave, I've tried to get through customs once with me, you know, my air fryer. Yeah. Put that back, mate. Oh, you want to then put everything in that? Oh yeah, everything, put the kitchen sink and the cats I'm taking with me, everything, yeah. Well, you might as well, mate, we've got the car, like, you know what I mean, just throw it all in. I mean, you can go out and eat, but I don't mind cooking as well, like, you know. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Oh yeah, like I say, might hit the beach as well, like, while we're there. It probably won't be as good as the Benidorm beach. Be busy getting down, won't it? Because the weather's good, so it'll be shocking. That's what I mean. We hit the high road about 2:30 on Friday. So me and Richie are going to work some overtime to make our hours up. Oh yeah, good. Next week, yeah. Good. And then we hit the high road. That's it. No, none of that. Just drinking. So the Eric's bar job, which I showed you last week, we're just waiting on the glass. The glass has now been fitted and you can see it there, nice big hardwood door with one big solid piece of glass, heavy that. So this is getting picked up by the customer, it's a supply only job. They're going to then stain it and fit it. So we might get out and see this one. As I say, a couple of the early episodes on the Everyside YouTube, we went out and showed you this job getting done. And as I said, I'm not quite sure whereabouts it's getting done on the building, but we'll get out when it's a nice sunny day and show you that one. But job-wise, the one that Devo was speaking about and what he's done is, you can see there, B2. So that's the one you've seen him put together before, and he's just talked about the process. Below there are them other boxes that he's done. And you remember last week when we mentioned the sashes, where it's got a different type of horn, that's for them. So the sashes are there with the little straight cut horn, and they're the boxes below. So a load of jobs coming through there, nice little small one, so 4 windows a pop there, 4 boxes a pop coming through for the lads to wear through. And then going through into there, where we've got the Woodlands Road job, which is the casements. Danny is still on them, working through them. All being primed up now, cleaned up. He's just putting the draft strips in now, getting them ready to start putting all the sashes in. And you can see again the detail there in that, how nice they're going to be once they're fully painted. Again, it's a fly and fit job for us, so we'll get out and see them on Woodlands, so we'll see Dave doing it. And then going to the next one, you remember Greg, introduced you to Greg, didn't I? So he's been working away on some more doors, and these are internal sliding doors that he's working on with all the glazing bars in. Looking at it again, really nice job what he's done. You can see the detail there in them, and all the glazing bars, how nice and tight the joints are. And he's just working through now, cleaning up the first set. You can see how nice they're going to look once they're done, just working through with the pad sand. You can see how much care goes into it when you're working on them. But then 2 there are going to be really nice. Again, internal sliding doors these are. So as I say, when Devo's done his explanation before about what's going on in the job and getting all the sashes right, measure wise for the glass, this is that job now. So there, the sashes all lined up. The first box is done on top of the pile there, and you can see them. So this is back to our standard horn style, and this is for a job in Wrexham, I believe. I'm sure it's a shop front with sashes above, so it's the full front of the building, sashes, and then the shop front as well. That's come on for this one. Nice little order, to be fair. And that's what we're working through now. But then sashes there, you can see again, lovely joints, nice and neat, easy to clean up and get ready for priming and glazing. So the little process that they're working between Danny and Craig now. Craig's just putting the fixed sashes into the bottom sash, and non-openers, the fixed ones. You can see he's got the clamps in and he's getting it all secured. And Danny is putting the opening sash in, which is the top one here. So there's a little bit of working out to do, to be honest, to get them in. So to make it fit due to the profile of these windows, Danny's having to route it out the hinges and take out a little bit of a profile so it sits in nice and tight and neat. So he fixes all that in. But we also, as well, he's just been telling me, is we fit a second draft seal, which is a lot better for the window, but to make it work, you have to bevel it just a little bit more so that the window open and closes nice. So you'll see Danny now just machining out, and I'll show you the process. So you'll see Danny there now, he's got it set at the right depth, and that's just moving around, nice and easy. For the draft bit to sit in. So then now it's been routed out, Danny will then just insert the draft seal all the way around. And as I say, gives that extra bit of protection for the wind or anything coming through. So these 2 nice, lovely fixed windows, which I showed a couple of episodes ago, to be honest. These are going with that big sash order that's still sitting there. That's getting fitted next week now. Again, customer won't let us go and film that, unfortunately. Lovely area property, nice big job as well, but won't let us do it. So as I say, fitting that next week, but these 2 are going with it as well. But this, Richard actually done a little bit of filming for this, so we done a little bit of the POV again, and he set up the time lapse behind showing how he glazes now he puts it together. So without me talking too much about them, let's see Richard in action doing the glass on this.
I feel a bit like lightheaded and a bit ill.
Are you having pregnancy symptoms?
Yeah. Really confused. Oh.
Beginnings on the cusp. Not too old to adjust. Old dog, new tricks. Remember, I was just a pup. Something dirty in my cup. Clean soul, good karma is a must. Still my shooter in the cut. I was stuck inside a rut. Played the game, made bank, moved G. Anything to get a buck. You won't find me in the club. I'm in the lab trying to sharpen up the sword. Swinging blades at these scrubs. Flock like bugs to the light. Getting right. Treat my hoes like these raps. I don't really got a type. Off top bullshit. All I needed was a mic. Hey, pass the rock, it's all butter. Pack your bags and take flight. Don't worry, it's all covered. Hey, live your life while you can. Our days are all numbered. Rain could cause thunder, but the sun comes after, clearing up the disaster.
Isn't it lovely? I ain't looking back, I'm focused on what's in front of me. Everybody day's a number, but I'm still here luckily. I know that God got me, so I'm in good company.
some places I should take you to see. You know it's easy when you ride with a G. Light speed, moving fast through the city, trying to find me some peace. I finally lived to be the guy that I was dying to be. Still I got some trust issues, people lie through their teeth. The more I grew, the more they hide in the crease. Squad building, weak members get released. If we trying to compete, starting pitchers need relief. Bro, we building a team, everybody got a niche. I've been known to play mine to a T, but it's time for me to lead, picking dirt right out the cleats. Steep path, roadblocks in the streets, trying to knock me off my feet, cause the devil never sleeps. So I don't sleep too, and trying to breach safes that I didn't have the keys to. We all been victims of trauma we ain't agreed to, but the sun comes after, starting up a new chapter.
Isn't it lovely? I ain't looking back, I'm focused on what's in front of me. Everybody dates a number, but I'm still here luckily. I know that God got me, so I'm in good company. Isn't it lovely?
Whilst we're just on the way outside, I'm going to show you the signs outside. They've all been fitted, finally. Just pushing past Richard there, he's doing a nice set of upstairs. So these are an open rise, all oak, but there's like a bar going in between. We're doing supply only on this, so we're only machining it, but these bars here are going to basically sit between each thread like that. So rather than having a rise, it's having them bars in instead. So don't really do many of these, but Richard has obviously routed everything out, as you can see, just polishing it off now, sanding it. So you've just got to do the other stringer, and then that's it then, get on the treads. So nice old little set of stairs again, coming through. So before we get out and go and show you the gate, that has had a lot of comments about in the past couple of videos, and I'm actually a bit gutted that I didn't film it all, because it actually got done over the weekend. It was hard to try and get it done, and Devo jumped on it quite quick and pushed it through. So we didn't actually show you to get it made, but a lot of comments have been fed back about the gate, how good it is, and it is amazing. And as I say, we are going to get out there today and show you it, but before we do go outside, go to the job, the signs are fitted, aren't they? So now the main office, which is not fully finished yet, as I say, still got a bit of decoration work to do outside to just make it more of a fixed unit. The signs on there now saying main office. The one behind above the door, we've got like a nice workshop sign now, with all the bits, the number, email, website, and then all the list of services. So I'm glad that we've removed the old one and we've now got that one, so it's all matching in with the vans now, same colour code. The final step outside is to just paint it through. Still undecided what colour, may just do it a similar colour to the brown brick, which would match the brown of the vans. That's what I'm thinking, maybe, just to make it look too, you know, a little bit more seamless rather than doing any other colour, but take it through as a brown. And then on the outside, on the front, which is the major bit, which we'll walk around to now. So as I say, we'll go and see round now. Look at these signs, show you them. I'm glad they're finally done. And then we're going to go out today. I might even catch Dave. I just found out Dave has just done a little small canopy, a little bit of a detail on a property that's not too far from where the gate is. So I might head there, catch him in the action if he can on the way. And then we'll go to the gate and show you that the gate, I've just been told as well, is not fully finished because the customer chose their own painter. They've still got one more coat to do, so there might be a couple of marks on it, which the customer wants us to come back and do when it's fully done. But for today, and to get this episode so you can see it installed, we're going to go anyway because the weather's good and show you it. But yet these signs here, I haven't seen them yet myself, but been told they look big. So look at them, massive size of them. So with this being obviously a main road in Liverpool, it'd be silly not to have decent signage up on the unit here. Now I don't even know the statistics, but I'm going to try and get the data for you for how many cars pass up and down here, and we need to be advertising ourselves there for a couple of reasons. For people who've known about Prefer for years, it's been going for 28 years, might have forgot and thought it's not there no more, or it's no longer trading. So we're reminding old, existing, or people who knew about us that were still here, and we're also advertising to new people or people who've used us in the past for a door or a window or a set of stairs. It's now listing the services nice and big and large, so if they do drive past think, oh my god, they do that as well. You never know, sometimes people forget and they don't really think or put you in the picture again. So good to get it on there, a little YouTube sign again showing us that we're on the YouTube, and the sign's massive, it's great. Got that. So we've also got the Emperor sign down the bottom end there again for the advertisement on that unit, and it's good to see that. A little bit of a shame about that graffiti, but I need to try and get rid of that. Might try and get the graffiti rubbed off. We'll see if we can get it off easy or not. Bit of a shame for that to be there, or we just leave it, but add to it. Just don't want anyone else doing it, you see. It's the only problem. But yeah, nice big sign, and hopefully it reminds people who we are, where we are, and anyone new as well. So, you know, it's another thing ticked off the list that I've been banging on about for ages, and finally it's done. It's made up. So let's get out now, go over, see Dave and see the gate. So we're just getting to the first job. I might have mentioned as well, because I don't know if I did inside the factory, so I only had Devo on with me today because the lads are so busy on orders. As you see, it's a busy factory at the minute, so loads of little small works coming on. So all the lads were hard at it, so I thought, rather than disturb them, let them crack on and keep going. And here's the job now, he's done there, there's Dave now. So we're just coming to see Dave. So you can see them canopies behind me, the little mini ones. That's what Dave has basically done the replacements on. So again, supply and fit. Dave actually manufactured the machine this out himself in the factory. So the lad didn't do it, he'd done it all himself, as Dave is actually quite good on the machines too, as well as fitting. He can also work inside the workshop, so he's done all this himself. He's built it all, and now he's installing it, so let's go and see what it looks like. So yeah, you'll see there now, Dave has boxed it now, all finished, just caught him in time. So nice little small canopy, nothing what Dave hasn't done in the past, to be fair. Probably an easy job for Dave. But just normal spindles put in between and it's all been formed. Again, Dave done all this himself. So not only is Dave a fitter, he can also machine, can't you, lad? Yeah. And I say in this area you'll see each property has got something very similar. The spindles on the other ones behind the original ones a little bit different, but the customer's happy just to get the square ones, which I think looks a bit better, more modern to be fair. Just need to get painted up properly, it's only been primed. But you know, a nice little easy canopy that's been done there. Again, we do quite a few of these, probably don't show it much on the online, but something easy to do, nice and easy. Dave's boxed it all on his own, And the nice easy quick wins, in and out, done, off to the next one. So you're probably thinking as well, is that the finished article? And it is for us, but not for the customer. So they are going to get a roofer in to felt and batten it and tile it with small cement concrete tiles, and then do a bit of lead work back into the brickwork. So you'll see a couple of the other ones, one over there, they've done something similar, but this customer's going to do something a little bit better, a bit of a fancier tile, and then just lead work to dress it in and make it watertight. But in terms of us, once Dave's done there now and he's mastered up, we're done then. It's down to them to tile and then do the final coat of paint. So just going to head over to the gate now. Whilst I'm walking down, another little memory flash there. The property there with the grey bay windows and the grey windows, we did that under Tree, which is our sister company, the building contractor company that we own, me and Chris. We did that in like 2020, I think it was. Yeah, 2020. That was one of the first jobs me and Chris did together as a builder when we did the partnership with Trade. So we did that for another student developer investment fund, big massive fund all over the UK. Done a lot of work for them over the years, and that's a 4-bed downstairs and a 6-bed upstairs. So again, remember that one, loads of steel work, proper tough job to do, but we got it done. So yeah, let's get over to the gate. So we've arrived now at the gate. The first time I've seen it properly fitted. It's amazing. Belter. Even the sandstone wall behind it. It's nice. He's put the name of the house on the front of it as well. It's lovely that. Them hinges are massive as well. What a gate that is. Amazing. It's just been painted. So the customer actually come on to us this morning and said, because we had to check we could come and film today, and he was like, yeah, fine. But he said the painters aren't painting it till later on today. But we caught it just in time. It's been done. Look at that. That's why it's open. Obviously it's been left open so they can paint it. But that is a proper set of gates there. Look at them. Amazing. See the rock bank sign. There's a little bit off like, but other than that it's just me being a bit picky. But them hinges are amazing. They're the original hinges them off the old gate. Which is nice to see them put on. Look at the size of the pillars. Just makes all that difference. So I think if they didn't go for that type of gate with this surround, it wouldn't fit in right, would it? You need to be that calibre of a gate and timber to fit in with the size of them columns either side. And that is amazing now. And I'd say this area is lovely. I didn't live too far from here before I moved to where I am now, which is just round the corner. And again, it's just not far from Sefton Park, and the whole area is just full of period properties, all sash windows, all lovely sandstone openings going in. And I remember being there where we were a couple of years back, and that was a lovely place to live, and all this area is really nice. Nice schools, good people, just a nice area and a nice property. And I'll say this one, without disclosing too much for the customer, he's got a nice one too. And the gates there are perfect to match now the surrounding and its area. Search preferred joinery. You'll see it come up. Probably see my face plastered. We done them gates. Yeah. So we're just filming it like finished now. So this episode will be out in like, not this Saturday, next Saturday. Have a little watch that if you're into it. You can watch, there's loads of stuff on there. And you might like it, to be honest, if you're into it, like. Yeah, prefer PREF. That's the one, lad. Nice one, thank you. So yeah, how good with them gates? They're amazing, them. Can't believe when you see the full transition there of when we're doing them in the factory and then when they've been fitted on site like that. To being fully stained and painted. Customers over the moon with them, he's made up with them. I would be, to be fair. And I say they are probably one of the best gates I've seen for a while coming through the factory. And it's good to see the full process there, start to finish, and see what they're like when they're installed. So if anyone's watching and they want gates, go and give us a shout, because look at them. I didn't even see them getting built. Just flew through the factory and out and on site, done. Amazing. But yeah, it's good to see all the stuff going on. And as I did say, didn't I, it was going to be a bit hard to get the lads on. Devo done his little thing. Just going past the job now, which you might see in shot. We are doing all the oak stairs for you. We're about to start them, by the way, so I can't wait to get on that. another good job, that's applying fit, so we'll be able to cracking in there. We've already made some temporary stairs for them, but whilst they do all of the works, then the oak will go in last. But yeah, as I say, good little episode, good update. I'm happy to see the signs are all fitted. I'm still trying to get used to my teeth, so bear with me if I'm speaking and I'm either whistling or spitting, you know what I mean, because it's hard, all them studs in my teeth. I took them out today to try and speak better for you, because it's hard for me to speak anyway, even though I try and slow myself down so you can understand me better for the people who are non-scouts. But yeah, good episode, sun's out, and I'm trying to think what we can do next week, because there's a couple of good jobs coming on, couple of good windows to Dave's going to be fitting, so we'll have to see how we get on. But as I say, everyone who's been watching and feeding back in the comments, thank you for that. And if you've got anything you want to ask me or the lads, or you would like to see anything in future videos, bang it in the comments for me and let me know, because we'll focus an episode just purely on that, because it gives us ideas. So as I say, every week we look, what can we film that yourselves would want to watch, and what we want to showcase us as a company doing. And sometimes it can be quite hard, or sometimes we're blindsided by things that happen on a daily basis that we don't think is valuable to someone at home watching, and they might think, I want to know more about that, or that might add value to them, or they might be a joiner at home or have their own joinery shop and think, how do they do certain things? Just ask us and we'll do it. We'll do a little episode on it. Don't mind sharing our ideas and methods and that for other people to learn. That's what it's about, that's why we do YouTube. So yeah, as I hope you're having a nice weekend. Hopefully it's sunny for you, and without going too far into it, I'm going to end the episode. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe as usual, and see you on the next one.